anything physically you're working with, mentally, emotionally. And the reason specifically why we're doing this today is we're going to focus on practice today, on working with our bodies, working with whatever's going on in our minds into our practice versus trying to fit whatever we have going on into a pose or into your practice. So we're going to focus on the body first, the mind first. So taking as much time as you need as you settle into poses today, really listening to what your body, your mind, your emotions are telling you. And this is called a living yoga practice. So instead of trying to manipulate and change our bodies, our thought patterns into each pose in our practice, we're really going to focus on ourselves first. So, really honoring whatever's coming up for you here now without trying to change anything. Just being present with everything that's going on in this moment. And now that we've become a little bit aware and have a little bit of mindfulness surrounding that, we're going to take 3 deep cleansing breaths. So on your next inhale, we're going to take a big breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Big inhale in, exhale out. Taking one last one. Big inhale when you're ready. And exhale out. Beautiful. Settling into a nice natural rhythm of breath here. Just settling in even deeper into your body as you start to soften a little bit into any tension you're feeling. And then, in order to calm the nervous system just a little bit more before we move into any poses, any movements, we're going to take a breath. It's going to be an inhale to a count of 4 and an exhale to a count of 7. So we're finding an elongated exhale. This is in order to really release stress, calm the nervous system. So we're going to find a breath together here first. So taking a big breath in once more and exhale out. Next inhale, counting 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Carrying on. Inhale. And it doesn't really matter the counts. Maybe your exhale's only 5 or 6. The idea here is just to find the exhale longer than the inhale, whatever count works best for you. So carrying on at your own rhythm, your own pace, inhaling slightly shorter than your exhales. So taking a few more at your own pace. And taking one more inhale. And your biggest exhale yet. Beautiful. Slowly releasing the breath, finding a natural rhythm. Maybe you need to take another big cleansing breath here. Big breath in and exhale out. Just sitting with your eyes closed here for a moment. Just taking notice of any shifts, any changes, any differences you feel now in comparison to when you arrived, or maybe even just a few moments ago. And just seeing if we can continue to find those deep, slow exhales throughout practice, or even just finding any kind of awareness of the breath as you move into each pose. And for those of you that haven't joined my nurturing flow before, we've just found a little bit of breath work and mindfulness. And then we slowly move into quite a soothing flow. Then at the end, I like to end on a restorative or yin style. We do a longer hold at the end just to calm everything down once more. So from here, slowly blinking the eyes open or finding any motions, maybe a little sway here, side to side, a wiggle of the fingers. Just waking up the body a little bit on this Sunday morning. And then from here, moving into circles with the spine. So we're going to find our Sufi grind. So starting to move the chest forward. And then as the palms press into the knees, rounding through the spine. And then coming over. Any direction, doesn't matter. Just keeping the sit bones rooted and finding that release through the spine, noticing what you feel here. Maybe you move a little bit into the shoulders. You can also move through the neck here as well. Just any motions, anything that feels good for you. And then circling in the opposite direction when you're ready. And again, just seeing what you're working with here, noticing the hips, the spine, anywhere you're holding tension. And then coming back to a neutral spine when you're ready. Nice long spine, shoulders back and down. From here, we're going to interlace the fingers. We're going to press the palms away from us. So finding a little bit of an opening here through the upper back, the shoulder blades, taking one more breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, we're going to draw those palms up towards the ceiling. Shoulders back and down. Taking another breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to round through the spine, finding our cat here, tucking chin to chest. And then the palms are moving towards the front of the room as you tuck the tailbone under and really opening up even further through the upper back. And as you take an inhale breath, noticing the space in the back body, as you find the breath moving down the spine, the back of the ribs, taking one more breath in and exhale out. Slowly releasing, coming back to neutral and releasing the bind with the hands. Really nice. From here, we're going to find a twist in the spine. So we're going to take the left hand towards the right knee or the thigh, doesn't matter. And the right hand is just going to come behind you. It can be fingertips or palm, doesn't matter. Inhale to find length through the spine. So you're going to root through your sit bones as you send the crown of the head up. And then you're going to move through from your pelvis, your belly button, then move through your rib cage, the chest. So kind of rooting down from your seat first and then finding that gentle twist over to the right side. And taking one more breath in. And exhale out. Slowly coming back through center. Really nice. Finding the other side here. Right hand comes to left thigh or knee. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale to find length through the spine here first. And then feeling the twist from your seat, your pelvis, your belly button, your rib cage, chest, and then only if it feels okay, you can move through the neck, but really finding the twist from your core first. And the goal is not to look at the back of the room, it's to find a nice twist, stretch through the spine. Beautiful. Taking one more breath in and exhale out. Coming back through center, really nice. From here, we're going to make our way over into tabletop position. So taking your time, no rush here. And really making sure here you've got nice rooting through the palms, fingertips are pressing down. If you have any sensitivities with your wrists, you can go onto your fist here if that feels good for you. Knees are underneath hips. And we're just going to find a nice cat cow here on your next inhale. We're going to raise the gaze, belly button down, opening through the chest, elbows and shoulders back. Inhale when you're ready, tucking chin to chest, rounding through the spine, and then carrying on. Maybe if it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes and just move with your breath. Taking a couple more. Beautiful. From here, coming back to neutral and then moving through some barrel rolls. So maybe moving through one side of the body, dipping the belly down, and then over to the other side. So some big circles or anything else that feels good for you. Any movements, you can sway through the neck, the shoulders. Again, we're really focusing on easing through the entire body and focusing on as well what we're working with here, how our bodies feel, and moving in a way that feels good for you. Beautiful. Okay, from here, coming back to a neutral spine. So nice long spine here, making sure that the belly button is in. You're nice and long through the tailbone. We're not dipping down here. Nice strength through the spine. We're going to tuck the right toes under long to the end of your mat, keeping that right hip in line with the left. And just drawing that right heel down for a breath here. Just finding a little stretch through the right calf muscle. And taking one more breath in and exhale out. From here, if it feels okay, we're going to draw that right foot up, reaching the right heel towards the back of the room. Again, keeping that right hip down, belly button into the spine. And if it feels okay, lengthening that left arm long, reaching the left fingertips towards the front of the room. Taking 2 breaths here. Taking one more breath in. And exhale, drawing the left hand down, the right knee down. Really nice. From here, we're going to take the left hand behind our head. So just to the base of the skull here. And on your next inhale, we're going to lift the left elbow up towards the ceiling. There's not a lot of range of motion here, and that's okay. Exhale, drawing the left elbow down towards the right elbow or inside of the right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale down. Taking one more, inhale up, opening up. And then from here, we're going to release the left hand, sliding it all the way underneath the right armpit, lowering down onto your left shoulder, left ear. Finding your thread the needle. Taking a couple of breaths as you soften through that outer left shoulder. You can always take the right hand behind your back if that feels good for you, or leave it where it is. Taking one more breath in. And exhale out. Right palm comes back to the mat, lifting yourself up into your tabletop position. Any sways that you need here, go right ahead. Beautiful. From here, we're going to find the other side. So left leg goes long, tucking the left toes under and just drawing that left heel down for a breath here. Finding that calf. Big breath in. And exhale out. From here, if it feels okay, drawing the left foot up, reaching the left heel towards the back of the room. Then from here, if it feels okay, right fingertips reaching towards the front of the room, drawing the feet and the hand in opposite directions, belly button into the spine, finding that strength, that stability through your core. Taking one more breath in here. And exhale, right hand down, left knee down. Really nice. From here, we're going to take the right hand to the back of the head, just to the base of the skull. On your next inhale, opening through the chest, right elbow comes up. Exhale, right elbow comes to the inside of your left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, releasing the right hand and then sliding it all the way underneath the left armpit, resting on the right shoulder, right ear. You can keep the left hand where it is, or you can take it behind your back. Taking a few breaths here, really softening. And taking one more breath in. And exhale out, drawing the left hand to your mat, pressing yourself up. Again, taking any little wiggles here if you need. And we're going to find a wide leg child's pose, drawing the big toes together, taking the knees as wide as feels good for you, and sinking those sit bones back and down. Drawing the forehead down onto either your mat or a block. And from here, I want you to walk those fingertips forward, feeling that length in the side body. Imagine you've got somebody's fingers, my fingers, just spreading through the rib cage, lengthening through the side body, feeling heaviness through your chest, sinking down towards the ground. And also feel that your sit bones are sinking back and down towards your heels. Like maybe there's a gentle weight there. Softening through the shoulders. And taking one more breath in. And as you exhale, walking those hands over to the right side of the room, finding a stretch through the left side body. Can be as far of a stretch as you need to go. Maybe it's just an inch. Maybe it's a foot. You can take the hands as wide or as narrow as feels good for you. Making sure to keep that forehead rooted, feeling that length on that left side body. And taking one more breath in. And exhale out, slowly walking yourself back through center and then over to the other side whenever you're ready. You could take a breath through center if that feels good for you, and then head on over. Noticing what your body's telling you. Noticing any subtle differences from the beginning of practice and how your mind feels, how your breath feels. Taking one more breath in. And exhale out. Slowly walking yourself back through center. Really nice. Taking one more breath in and exhale out. Beautiful. From here, coming back into your tabletop. And I just want you to take your blocks here just so that they're on the highest height at the front of your mat. So, whatever that looks like for you, just to kind of shoulder distance apart from each other. So, taking a breath here, just having those blocks ready to go. And then from here, we're going to set up for our first down dog. So again, making sure that you're rooting through your palms. You can take maybe your hands an inch further away from your knees, drawing those fingertips down and into your mat, tucking the toes under if they're not already. And then as we come up, I want you to tuck that belly button, the rib cage in and under, and send that spine nice and long, the hips up really high, deep bend through the knees here to start. And then maybe you start to walk that right heel down, left heel down, just taking any motions here. Again, what's your body telling you here? Maybe it's telling you not to be in down dog. That's okay too. Really listening in, coming into a child's pose at any point if you need it. But while you're here, feeling the length in the spine, drawing those shoulders away from your ears, finding that strength through the arms as you imagine them pressing together. Imagine the palms pressing towards each other on the mat. It's a lot harder, but it is building the strength to get really comfortable in this pose. Taking one more breath here. And exhale out. Bending through the knees nice and big, taking your gaze to the hands and just starting to slowly walk the feet up towards the hands. We're going to find a nice little inhale as we lift up halfway, maybe taking the palms to the knees. Imagine again, belly button in, ribs in, shoulders back. And exhale, fold. Finding a ragdoll forward fold here. Maybe you take a little bend through the knees. You can grab hold of opposite elbows, finding a nice sway or a rock. Beautiful. Coming back through center and just hanging heavy here through the middle for a couple of breaths. You can even shake your head yes, shake your head no, making sure you're holding on to no tension through your neck. And taking one more breath in and exhale out. You're going to drop the hands down towards the ground. We're going to walk the feet a little wider than your mat. So maybe just outside by an inch or two, toes are still facing towards the front of the room. We're going to grab hold of those blocks in front of us, and we're going to find kind of a wide leg down dog. So you're going to walk maybe your blocks even out a little bit further, drawing your ears in between your shoulders, shoulders then moving away from the ears and just lengthening through the spine. What does this feel like in your body? Where do you feel the stretch? Finding that nice length. Again, drawing those shoulders back. Beautiful. Feeling the core engage as you draw the rib cage in. Taking one more breath in here and exhale out. From here, we're going to walk those hands back to the ground. So the ground in front of us. We're going to take those toes out 45 degrees. And we're going to sink those sit bones down into a malasana yogi squat. Adjust the feet as you need. You can take those blocks that you have underneath your sit bones if you need to. But once we're here, if it feels okay for you, we're going to draw the hands up into prayer through heart center. We're going to work those elbows in towards the knees and really finding that length in the spine, that lift of the chest. Really beautiful. Shoulders back and down. And taking one more breath in and exhale out. Beautiful. From here, hands come down, hips come up, taking those toes towards the front of the room once more, bending through the knees, and we're going to roll up to standing one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Beautiful. Drawing those shoulders up and down, taking one more shoulder roll. And exhale. Beautiful. Really nice. From here, we're going to start by standing at the top of your mat. And then we're going to actually take the left foot and we're going to step it back and we're going to find a wide leg stance facing the left. So this way. I know, lefts and rights. Ugh. Okay. From here, taking the hands onto the hips, making sure here that you've got no pinching in the knees. The outer edges of the feet are matching the outer edges of your mat. Inhale to find length, shoulders back and down. Exhale to halfway, sending those hips back, belly button in, finding that strength and length through the spine. Holding for an inhale. And then exhale, dropping down and releasing those hands down in between the feet. Beautiful. From here, just finding a little bit of heaviness through the crown of your head. Taking a few breaths. Taking one more breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to start to bend through the left knee, sending the hips back, finding that nice stretch through the right inner thigh. And then again, we're going to find that length in the spine by walking the fingertips in front of you. So like we did in our wide leg down dog, just walking, finding that length through the side body. Taking one more breath in. And exhale out. From here, walking the hands back. We're going to lengthen through the left leg once more. Inhale, halfway lift, taking the hands to your waist. And then coming all the way up, engaging through the core. Really nice. From here, we're going to take the right toes towards the front of the room and sink into your warrior two, releasing the hands up, shoulders back and down. Beautiful. From here, making sure we're nice and center through our core. Belly button in, length through the spine, feeling the length through that side body still even here. Making sure that right knee isn't rolling in, nice and strong through the thighs. Taking one more breath in. As we exhale, we're going to reverse, taking the right hand up and over. Left hand comes to the back of your left leg. Beautiful. Couple of breaths here. Taking one more breath in. Exhale, coming through warrior two. And then down to extended side angle. Right forearm comes down to your right thigh. Left arm comes overhead. Couple of breaths here. Beautiful. Now we're going to flow between these two poses 3 times. So on your next inhale, using the core, strength through the legs coming up and over. Beautiful. Exhale down. Extended side angle. Right shoulders by your ear. Coming back up when you're ready. Overhead. Beautiful. Back to extended side angle. And then we're just going to find one more here, back overhead. Beautiful. From here, we're going to spiral the arms down either side of the right foot as we pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Then from here, drawing the hands down, stepping the right foot back. Your choice. You can come into down dog, child's pose, or you can come into your plank, lowering down. Inhale to your back bend. And then exhale back, child's pose or down dog. Whatever your body is calling for today. few breaths wherever you are. Really honoring where you need to be at this moment in your practice. Beautiful. From here, we're going to head back into our down dog for one more breath. And exhale out. Taking a bend through the knees, gaze at the hands. And you can step, walk, jump, whatever you'd like, the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. From here, we're going to find our wide leg stance on the other side. So this time, taking the right foot and stepping it behind you, facing this wall here. So again, making sure that you feel nice and stable through the soles of the feet, making sure that the outer edges are matching your mat. And there's no pinching in the knees. So just here, a little bit shorter of a stance if you feel that. Taking the hands to the waist. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Halfway, sorry. And bringing the belly button, the rib cage in. Big breath in. And exhale, coming all the way down. Dropping those hands in between the feet. Softening through the neck, letting the crown of the head fold down towards the ground. Soft shoulders. You can take as deep of a bend in the knees here as you need to. Really nice. Another breath in. And as we exhale, you're going to start to bend through that right knee, sending the hips back. And then drawing those hands in front of you as maybe you walk those fingertips out, lengthening through the spine, feeling the length through the side body. Really beautiful. And taking one more breath in. And exhale out. You can straighten through the right leg, walking those hands back. Inhale, halfway lift, taking the hands to your hips. And then inhale, coming all the way back up. Really nice. From here, we're going to take those left toes towards the front of the room and then finding our warrior two. So bending through the front knee, and making sure we find those same principles nice and centered. Left knee is moving to the left, not rolling in on itself. Making sure you feel nice and rooted through the soles of the feet, strong through the arms. Beautiful. Taking one more breath in. And exhale, taking the left palm towards the ceiling and overhead. Right hand comes to the back of the right thigh. Couple of breaths here. Deepening through that front leg a little bit more. Taking one more breath in. Exhale, coming back through warrior two. And then coming down to extended side angle. Sorry, left elbow or forearm comes to your left thigh. Finding the upper arm near your right ear. Taking one more breath in. And then we're going to find our flow. Inhale, coming up and over. Exhale down. Inhale when you're ready. Overhead. Exhale down. Beautiful. One more. Inhale up. And then from here, as we exhale, we're going to spiral the arms down, either side of the left foot, coming onto the ball of the back foot. And then your choice here. You can come into your vinyasa, your down dog, or child's pose. Really nice. Listening to your body. Again, we're really just trying to fit whatever is going on with us at this moment in time into our practice. Not trying to force, really honoring what your body is telling you here. Just going to take a few more breaths here. Taking one more breath in. And exhale out, slowly making your way into down dog if you're not already. We're going to come into a seat. So we're going to bend the knees, gaze at the hands, and you can jump, step, hop the feet through. You can come onto your seat in any way that you'd like. And then we're going to come all the way down onto our back. So taking the hands to the back of the thighs as you press the hands in, rolling yourself down, bringing the knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a little squeeze and a rock on the spine, side to side. Beautiful. From here, we're going to find a double knee twist down to the right side. So that can be simply with the legs as they are, or you can find eagle legs for a deeper version, crossing the left leg all the way around the right. You've got props there. If you'd like to use them, please feel free. You can take a block underneath your legs or in between the knees. And once you're in a position with the legs that feels good for you, you're going to draw those shoulder blades into the mat as either you take the arms out wide or you can take the right hand on top of the left thigh, gazing in the opposite direction of the knees if it feels okay on your neck. So we're starting to slow everything down. Calming the nervous system back down after a little bit of heat and warmth that we've created in the body. And taking one more breath in and exhale out. From here, slowly, slowly unraveling the legs, bringing the spine back to the mat. You're going to take your legs long, arms overhead, circling the left wrist with your right fingers if it feels okay for you, if you can still rest the arms comfortably on the ground. And then walking the legs over to the right side. And maybe you can walk the shoulder blades over to the right as well, crossing maybe the one ankle over the other, and just breathing down that left side of the body. We focused quite a lot on length in the spine and openness through the side body. So, really just breathing into that left rib cage. And taking one more breath in. And exhale out. Slowly, slowly walking yourself back through center. And when you're ready, we're going to bring those knees back into the chest, giving yourself a nice little squeeze, rock on the spine. And then we're going to find our twist down to the left side. So you can, again, simply draw the legs down exactly as they are, or you can cross the right leg over the left, whichever version maybe you found on the other side. Taking those arms out wide, or you can take the left hand on top of your right thigh just to anchor and deepen your twist. Shoulder blades are nice and rooted if it's available, and gazing in the opposite direction of your knees. 3 more breaths here. Last breath in and exhale out. Slowly unraveling, bringing your spine back to the mat. We're going to take the legs long. If you need to find a little windshield wiper first, go right ahead. So when you're ready, taking the legs long on the mat, arms overhead. Maybe you circle the right wrist this time with your left fingers. And then walking the feet over to the left side, walking those shoulder blades over if it's available, and crossing one ankle over the other. 3 more breaths here. Last breath in and exhale out. From here, slowly walking your feet, your shoulder blades back in. And then from here, taking any little motions if you need them. We're going to come into our restorative ending, last pose before our Shavasana. And I'm going to suggest the theme is that this is you finding what works best for you today. So I'm going to suggest a supported bridge today. And that could mean just one block underneath the spine on any height. It could mean 2 blocks. It could be with the soles of the feet on the mat. It could be long legs, so with the heels on the mat. It could be legs up as well. And if none of those are calling your name, then please feel free to head on into something that's really going to benefit you here today. Listening to your body and seeing where it needs to be. And if you're in your supported bridge and you want to, we are here for quite a few minutes. So if you are staying in one position for a while and you'd like to swap out to one of the other leg variations, then again, please feel free. Making sure you feel nice and comfortable there on your low back. Making sure you feel nice and supported. And then heading into anything that feels good for you. If I see all of you in different positions, then I'm happy. That means you're really listening to yourself. So taking what you need and connecting to your breath. Just letting yourself drop into wherever you need to release. You've got 5 more breaths here. Taking one more breath in and exhale out. Slowly bringing some awareness back in, maybe wiggling your fingers and starting to slowly remove any props or any pose that you're in, starting to gently move out of it. Taking any last moves, poses, stretches that you need in order to release any tension. And then taking anything you need to make your Shavasana as cozy as possible, any socks or sweaters. If you want to take your Shavasana with any props, please feel free to grab them now. And then whenever you're ready, you can head on into your final resting pose, whatever that looks like for you. You can lie on your back, your front, your sides. You can finish seated, just listening in, seeing where you need to be for these last few moments of practice. And I'll be coming around with the Jai Yoga Essential Oil Spray. It is the Jai blend today. It's got lavender, peppermint, and clary sage. If you do not want me to spray this above you, just give your hand a little wave and I'll skip past you. And slowly starting to bring some awareness back into your body. Maybe wiggling your fingers or your toes, gently swaying your head side to side. And maybe invite in some larger movements, circling through the wrists or the ankles. Maybe it feels nice to take your arms overhead, stretching through your feet and taking a big inhale in and a big exhale out. Bringing your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a little squeeze or rock on the spine, side to side. And then gently rolling over onto one side, taking a breath or two here, just to arrive back into the room. And then gently pressing yourself up into a comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall, taking your hands wherever feels most comfortable for you. That can be on your legs, in your lap, or hands at heart center. And we're just going to take a breath together. Nice cleansing breath. Big inhale in. Big exhale at the mouth. And I will just read something to you that I always like to leave something that I've resonated with this week with you as well. You might find something that you resonate with as well. It's by Brianna Pastor. You are in every single thing you see, everything you touch, every life you pass through or step in. Once your energy has been placed there, nothing is ever exactly the same as it was. Your brain remembers even the smallest of fragmented details about the places you have been and the way a person has reacted and the way a room feels when you enter or leave it. Leave everything with absolute love. Your spirit matters beyond your own perception of it. And taking a moment to honor yourself exactly as you are, honoring this time that you've taken out of your day to be present, to connect to your breath and some movement. And I would just like to thank each of you for taking the time to share your space, your practice, your energy with me this morning. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Namaste.